I am an entrepreneur. I don't have time for the piano. I am super busy as a physicist, too busy as a lawyer or doctor. I hear these excuses very often when it comes to learning the piano and pursuing that wonderful hobby. First of all, it's really great that you're already here and that you're already interested in mastering the piano. However, we have to really uncover that these are excuses. Look, you have time for fancy watches, you have time for dinners, you have time for shopping, and you have time for your friends and your partner. Then why shouldn't there be a little bit of time for the piano? If you do sports, you also have time for the piano. It's a matter of priorities, and of course all these things are nice and all these things are important for your well-being, but let me tell you the following. Nobody will be able to take away the cultural education from you anymore. Everyone can take away your material things. Everyone can take away your success. That may happen at some point, or your partner may leave you, but if you have a connection to music, if you have a connection to your instrument, you always have that secret of yours, that treasure, that safe space where you can go back and which you can follow, and you have to find a way how you can adapt to your busy life. It's that simple. Look, I have worked with dozens of amateurs and non-professionals, of hobby players who also were super busy. I've worked with psychologists, with lawyers, with self-employed people, entrepreneurs, with secretaries, with doctors, with professors, you name it. And what is the difference between them and you? They have managed to do so, so can you. And the fear that you have is simply that you cannot make progress because it's such a different universe, something that you have not done before. It's like a new language, but even more so, it requires your coordination, it requires your empathy, it requires your intellect, all these things together. And that is a very, very new task. And you know it's good for you, but at the same time you fear it's an ego problem. You fear that you may not make the progress you desire and therefore you don't start at all. And you can always postpone that to later times. You can always postpone that to your retirement. But the earlier you start, the better it is for your development, the better it is for your soul. Because the benefits of music are obvious. You can share it with friends and family. You can nurture yourself. You can relieve your stress and all these kind of things. So you need to start now. And 5 to 10 hours are what are required for a hobby player to really make long-lasting progress. But that is only for the first few months. After that period, you can actually just play like, half an hour a day or so if you already have that foundation. But you need that initial boost where you can really make good progress. And then once you have that level, you can keep that with less effort. And that is what all my experience over the last years has shown. We have developed this academy where I and also my other piano coaches, my assistant coaches, we help you that you really implement that in your daily life. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid that your case is unique because we have worked with very busy people, believe me, and they have very often mastered to do so. So you need to prioritize culture for a bit. You need to see that it is more important for you than many other things that you're doing at the moment. And it is an investment into yourself. It's something that you can later use even for business occasions if you play the piano at bars or at events, It's just something that makes it easier for you to communicate with people, to start conversations. And also it's something that proves that you're not shallow, that you're not someone who is only superficial, someone who is only, trying to impress people with their status. It really shows people that you are profound, that you're a well-rounded personality, and that's why you should start it now. Don't postpone it, because benefits that people have told me about are really incredible. So, and piano is something, that you can really play also for your own pleasure. You can accompany yourself. It's not like when you're singing or you're playing a violin that you need to accompany from someone. You can actually do it yourself, and that's what's so great about it. And you can actually choose the style. I'm classical pianist, but you can play neoclassical, you can play, some jazz standards. The classical style is just very good for building that foundation, but then if you choose to play pop songs or other things for different occasions, that's absolutely fine. But you need to start now. You need to start now and invest in yourself, into your cultural education. And if you want to have my support, you can do that at aaronpilson.com/academy. You have to apply there for a free first strategy lesson where we will look exactly, how I may be able to help you in your situation and how we can incorporate that into your busy life, no matter if you are an economist, no matter if you are, a professor. It doesn't matter what you do in your life. We all treat culture the same way. We all love it, and we want to develop as artists, and you can do so as well as a hobby player. Apply for that lesson now, and then we see each other again very soon in that next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's crush it with the piano.